This was clearly the checkpoint to hell. Yet when the ticket inspector scanned the man, the system showed he belonged in heaven. When asked why he'd ended up here, the man simply said he'd seen others getting off and followed along. Though puzzled, the inspector pointed him in the right direction. That white gate over there was the entrance to heaven. He urged the man to hurry away from this place full of evil souls. As the man pushed through the crowd, all the damned stared at him curiously, watching as he walked blissfully toward paradise. Seeing this was actually an entrance to heaven, the crowd surged forward, fighting to get through the gate, but they failed to notice the door had quietly turned black. What awaited them beyond was a terrifying inferno. The wicked souls, horrified by this sight, had no choice but to abandon their fantasy and continue queuing for hell. Just then, an elderly man approached the checkpoint. Though he'd never killed anyone, he was judged a murderer and assigned to the tongue-ripping hell. It turned out that while he'd never directly taken a life, he'd been a despicable con artist whose schemes had indirectly led to many deaths. If he lost a centimeter of tongue for each life lost, he'd need to have 48 centimeters cut off. Agonizing screams echoed from hell as 3 male high school students were sent to the screaming hell for campus bullying. Even facing punishment, they refused to admit guilt. A middle-aged woman nearby insisted she was a good person. The judge then showed them a video. A female celebrity who couldn't bear the vicious online comments anymore had fallen into depression and died. The judge of hell bound these cyberbullies together as an enormous keyboard descended from above. This would be their final destination.